behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only, just David. Happy Saturday, everybody. We are the dead of the summer. Everyone having a good August. It's really, really, really back to school, isn't it? I'm getting excited. It's been a good summer. It's been just a casual summer, right? Anyway, where do we begin? Let's talk about the Valley reunion for a little minute or two. Everyone watch the Valley reunion. I guess the first half of this reunion, I would just say it is technically the Jax Taylor show because it was all about Jax. Um, yeah. Um, by the way, before we get into details, I gotta say, I feel like I apologize on this show to people. Um, Again, I see such a difference between Tom Sandoval and Jax. Sandoval to me is just so endearing. Jax is just, really, I think this is the definition of a narcissist. He just, I understand what Brittany's saying. He just doesn't get it. It seems so performative to me. I think that he means well, but I think he is gone, damaged. I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. Listen, what I think is really funny about this reunion, and I want to apologize to Zach because I never really been such a Zach fan, but so funny. Zach was so funny this reunion that he is really, as Jack says, when Jack says, "Shut up, you fucking Lego. I don't need anything from the peanut gallery at that end of the couch." But Zach is really sitting there and he's like the one person on that. I mean, KD is doing it too, but Zach is like holding Jax's feet to the fire. He ain't buying it. He ain't giving in. He ain't giving this guy 1 second of a reprieve, and I fucking love it. I love it. I don't know what else to say. I love it. So and I think the fact that that Jax calls him a Lego is really funny. But yeah, I mean, we get into the fact that Jax just says the right thing and then he sends screenshots and DMs and discussing text to Brittany. Obviously, Brittany is not making this up. Jax is crying, but we just don't believe it. And I thought it was really interesting when Brittany said, the therapist says we can treat depression, we can treat bipolarism, we cannot treat narcissism. And I think that sums it up, right? And look, if you're a narcissist, first of all, you guys do realize if you're a narcissist, you are a miserable person. See, that's the thing about narcissists. They're very frustrating to deal with because they act like they're wonderful and like everything is great, and they put themselves up here and they put you down there. And a narcissist really can make you mad because they are so good at keeping you small while building themselves up. And in a way, you feel like shit about yourself because that's what they do. But just remember the thing about a narcissist, always, 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 and I would say this to Brittany, I'm sure other people have said this to them, they build themselves up and they're so wonderful, but narcissists are some of the most miserable people inside. It's all a facade. So that's the thing. I think before you understand that, a narcissist can be so frustrating because they always have the upper hand. They always put you down. They always make themselves feel better. It's very subtle. It leaves you feeling like shit about yourself and then you're mad, or it always makes it seem like they win the argument, or it just makes it seem like you lose to them. Narcissists are great at making it seem like you lose to them, but in theory, you win every step of the way because they are so fucking miserable. So I thought that was interesting that we could treat the depression, we could treat the bipolarism, but we can't treat the narcissism. Really, really good point. So Zach, I apologize. You are funny and you're not going anywhere and you deserve to be on the show. So I like you, Zach. I like it. It took me all season. Actually, it took me 2 seasons, but I like you. So there you go. We know that he's known Brittany forever. I love when Andy also said, you know, when Jax is like, I'm going through so much. I'm going through so much. These people slip into my DMs and they tell me, like, Brittany never liked you. She never really liked you. She just used you because she wanted to be a reality star. People slip in the DMs and they try to cause problems. Doesn't he realize this? Brittany even said this. Look, people do it to me. People do it to me. Oh, you guys are all, I mean, you ropers, you love me. But there's a lot of people that listen, and what they do is, let me tell you what they do. They will go in, like, for instance, this week I had on Kelly Dodd's brother, right? He had a story to tell against Kelly. It truly, for me, wasn't personal. I don't like Kelly. No, she says shit about me, but I don't care. I'm just here to do a job. But my point is, so she seems to have laid off me, at least for the minute. She seems focused on bigger things. I don't care either way. She could talk about me all day. But the point is, so Kelly's brother will come on. This just is an example. It's one of many. And he'll say things, and then people will say, oh, Kelly's going off on you. You have to listen. You have to listen. Kelly's going. So the thing is, you shady bitches. That's what the people want, right? They're slipping in Jax's DMs and saying Brittany used you, this and that. They're slipping in Brit. The same person is slipping into Brittany's DMs, and then they just eat the popcorn and sit back. People do it to me. I'm just using Kelly as an example. We can go down the list, but people will say, "Oh, Kelly's saying this about you. Kelly's saying this about you," to get me riled up to then clap back because they can eat the popcorn, and then they go to her in her DMs. Now she, you know. Kelly doesn't have the intelligence that I do. Most of these people don't. No offense to her, but then she bites. She bites. Most of the people bite, and so then that's where it all starts, and you people all win. I don't do that. I'm not clapping and clapping back. I don't care. I'm focusing on the business here and actually what's going on the TV. But so I love when they said this, like, doesn't Jax realize this after that many years on TV that the same people that are telling you Brittany never loved you and doesn't care and just used you to be on TV, don't you think they're just slipping into her DMs and telling her that Jax, that you're out with a bunch of different whores every night? I mean, it's the same thing. It is what people do to me. They're like, this one says this about you. She's saying this about you. She's saying that about you. Then they'll go and say, David said this about you. So it'll go back and forth and everyone wins. No, thank you. I'm exiting out of that. Everyone wins. I'm exiting out. You're all right. I'm wrong. I'm taking it. So Jax, come on now. But I love also when Andy says, and Brittany's like, you came up to me in the club and you loved on me. But I love when Jax, because Jax says, I gave you this. You're here only because of me. You're on TV only because of me. True, true story. But he did go up to her. So there you go. But I love when Andy says, but if you didn't go up to her, she'd probably be in Kentucky right now, married to a doctor. So true. So true. So I don't know. I'm not Team Jax or Brittany. I got some issues with either of them, but all right, Brittany will stay on the show. And she kind of too was growing on me a little bit last night. Not my favorite. We all know KD is my favorite. Danny and Nia are growing on me too. I think I'm having like a resurgence of this cast because I'm really trying to focus on what's going to happen. So there you go. Sorry, Jax, if you feel used. You are a narcissist, perpetual victim. He's playing the victim. He's so insecure and this and that. And I agree with Brittany. It's just going to be rage texting in a few days. I think it's interesting. They